was movement from the nation as a word had passed around that a lawful rebellion would soon be underway. And they'd gathered loud in forces and they'd bellowed out the sound, for the government's corruption they would pay. Too many Australians are living with hardship. Hardship as a direct result of an incompetent, corrupt and self-serving establishment, and quite simply the people have had enough. I, along with so many other Australians of all different political preferences, feel our government is ignoring its people and their needs. It's imposing on our freedoms through corruption, injustice and heartless economic policy, pushing more and more Australians into positions of unsustainability and poverty, selling out our nation's interests to suit closed-door economic agendas and global alliances. We, the people, deserve better from those elected to serve us. The hard work and livelihoods of Australian citizens should not be allowed to be dwindled away by the hands of career politicians, or dare I say career criminals, with little to no interest in the duty of care to the nation. It is beyond a joke, and it is time to stand up. Now, most of us know what it is like to take a hit. Some more than others, obviously. But the Australian tradition is to go above and beyond, without fear and with determination.
Liberal, Labor, Greens, Liberal, Labor, Liberal, Greens, Labor, Liberal, Labor, Liberal.
Putting pride into our achievements. And with lawful authority, authority vested in us all, the Australian people, through our Magna Carta, we can unite and succeed in instituting a better government for all of our people's future. G'day Australia. I might not be as pretty as Blair and Sherman, but I've got something important to tell you and I need you to listen. Okay, my name's Dylan Wilson. And this is my blue dog Tommy. Him and I, we're about to embark on an epic adventure across Australia to see my little girl on foot. We're going to walk because the system has put me in a hole in such a situation that I can't get across there any other way, by any other means. So we're going to prove to you and to the system that no matter how hard they think they can pressure us into situations where we can't control the outcome, that is not the case, and I will walk across the country pretty well. 4,000 kilometres, and I'm going to do it in order to stand up to our tyrannous government. I'm raising my 2-year-old son here from a different relationship, and he's going to come with me, and we're going to work that out between his mother and me. You might think I'm mad, but fair enough. Madness, in my opinion, is allowing time and time again the abuse of our parliamentary system, or to ignore the contempt among the Australian people, or to pay tribute to an establishment hell-bent on dividing the nation, lining its own pockets, restricting our freedoms and rights, and selling away our nation's soul, with complete disregard for us all and our environment. Complacency is madness. Doing nothing is exactly how we ended up with self-serving political puppets, expecting them to act with integrity, and instead we see no action, no support and regular injustice. Australian people all around this country are suffering at the hands of our government. Now, we all want change. Everybody screams for change. Everybody yells and screams at our government and asks them to solve our problems. Well, guess what? They're not going to solve our problems. They're not going to solve any of our problems. Okay? Because our government is the one that created these problems. United, we can make the changes ourselves. It is up to us to stand up for the rights of all Australians. I'm going to initiate lawful rebellion against our government so we as Australia, for once, can be heard. We're about to walk across this country and unite Australians who are suffering at the hands of our tyrannous government. A heartless agenda, serving itself rather than the Australians who have put up and put out for this country's success and longevity. Who the hell trusts a person like that? I don't trust them. You shouldn't trust them. These are our supposed public servants. People that don't sweat, that don't bleed, that don't tear for this nation. People that don't even show up when our vets come back in caskets. This is the people running our country. Now, I don't know about you, but I think hard-working Australians deserve a little bit more. Proving consistently that they have little to no interest in supporting what Australians genuinely need. Continually providing for the drought-stricken land of Australia and keeping the livestock alive, and the meat you eat is on them. Remember that. Well, Aussies have had enough of being told that our culture and lifestyle isn't good enough. We have pride in our traditions, and we won't stand for them being changed, put down or disrespected. We love this country above all things. We love our families, we're going to protect our families, and the best way to do that is protect our country. Okay, we don't want violence in the streets, we don't want any of that crap. What we want is people with common sense getting their chance to make a difference for everybody's future. It's simple. If you want change and you want to see our government enacting policies we can all be proud of, we must remove the corruption, unite and drain our own swamp. How is it that 20 million people live in the wealthiest nation on earth, yet we still have a poverty line? Put real people in Parliament and let them have a crack at making decisions with a bit of common sense driven attitude, so everybody in this nation who deserves a better crack is getting a better crack. And institute a new government democratically built for the good of all Australians. I just want your support. I'm going to walk across this country either way. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to see my little girl. I can't lose. All right? This country deserves a better situation for all of its people. It's time for us to unite as people, as Australians, and to decide what is best for our nation together.